I'm doing a walkthrough for Final Fantasy Tactics 2 Grimoire of the Rift. I've never beaten the game or gotten close to it, because for some reason, no matter how far I get on it, I always seem to mess up and somebody seems to delete my files. So I thought I'll just do this for some fun. I'm playing this game on an emulator because I can't record through my DS, and this way I thought I could beat it. I can show you what goes on and record a lot better with Hypercam. I've never really beaten the game or came close to it, so it's basically a rookie beating this game for the first time, but I think that could be fun if you're looking at this as a guide to find somebody who's about the same level trying to beat this, but I'm at least gonna know some things about what I have to do, so it's not like I'm just gonna be guessing. And sorry if I'm breathing into the microphone, this mic sucks. Anyways, basically, you ask 3 questions, and these questions have a little bit of effect in the game, because the ones you choose, well, for example, the ones I chose will give me a little bit of a power up every single time I battle, and I will write down what answers give you what in the bottom description page for this video. Sorry if there's parts where it's just talking for so long, or I'm talking a lot or too little. There's like a lot of scenes where they just spend talking and it's really slow, and I can speed it up because it's an emulator, but it will make it sound so horrible, and I figured that it'd just be better to do it this way. This game has about 400 missions, and probably 100 of them are dispatch, where you just send somebody off somewhere, walk around, and they come back after a few days, which every single time you walk to another place, or you'll see what I mean, they come back, so this will probably take a lot of video. It's probably like 100 to 200 in order for me to finish this, but I'm going to try to make sure not to add, I guess, a video where it's only like 2 or 3 minutes long. Also, sorry if I skip things too fast, like in reading. Trust me, I've tried reading about 3 times and it never seemed to be that important. After, just knowing a little bit about what the words said on there, because only some of the words have key importance. I like that sound, actually. Check it out, it looks older than Mr. Blair. He must not be that old, he looks like he was around his 30s or 40s. Okay, basically what happened is, by writing his name on the book, the story becomes about him. And as the story progresses, what he does changes the story, and I thought this was really creative. And now we get to our first mission. Oi, oi. Oh gosh, that thing should be in KFC. Calm yourself, stranger. We'll protect you, if you let us. Join our clan if you care to live. I hardly need to spell out the alternatives. Join you war. What? Our clan. You may be injured, but if you are in our clan, you will not die. Why should I trust you? Yikes. Because I can guarantee you'll get no such offer from him. Okay, what do I do? Swear your oath to join to the clan, or to the judge. So you'll join the clan. Okay, I'm gonna start reading because I don't even pay attention to the words directly on there. I pay attention more to the top of the words, and basically I have trouble recording and reading because it's just not my thing. I'm also paying attention to everything else, like if the screen's recording the right thing or not. Gosh, that thing looks like a doll, like a puppeteer type of doll. Have you seen Thundercats? I don't know the main character because it's been forever, but that part was like the main character in Thundercats. He gets his sword and he's like, "I have the power." He's the same way. I don't really need to explain much about what you have to do in the game because everything is kind of already. Everything is kind of already like explained, and it's easy to figure out what you have to do. But then there's some things that you don't know what to do, and most of them you'll have to see because there involve jobs and special abilities, as well as items that can help you learn those abilities that you equip. I did not intend to make you fight when I invited you to join us. However... Okay, my voice is stupid because I'm also listening to the music and I can't even tell what I'm saying or if it matches the voices that I use for the other one. Gosh, they have some version of every other Final Fantasy. It's ridiculous. This other Final Fantasy VI starts out looking like a bug because his wife turned him into one for flirting. Okay, we have to defeat Cluster. Those are forbidden. Try not to use those if we're confused. I guess should research what an example of a long-range weapon could be. We have to move all the way through here, and you can tell this is all, this is basically the whole feel for the battle, so it's not one of those free playthroughs where you can go wherever you want, and like in Zelda, you can go into one room, battle, then leave. You just have to stay in this area until you're done beating whatever you're beating. And sorry if I'm breathing into the mic, I really hate these headphones. Magic with a K. That's completely necessary to spell it that way. Basically, you're supposed to be limited to the amount of magic you can use, but I've never had that happen, so I wouldn't know. For some reason it's just stopped. Okay, that was a little bit weird because my game for some reason paused for a second. Okay, it's really frustrating to also record from an emulator, but I can't record through my DS, and now I have a sad face going on. I don't really need them together, but I like to have them in case of certain things. Sometimes it's actually good to figure out what a character's weakness is. I believe it's Y, where you figure out certain things such as few abilities, no equipment. Okay, I was just curious if that person had a weakness or not. Okay, you just have to go back to the character and do what I just did. Because if you ever, I guess, try to move the cursor around, you have to go back to the character in order to attack again. That did a lot of damage, as you can see. This isn't really too problematic. Alright, basically I'm gonna heal the character even though it's not really too necessary, but since Cure works as, how to explain it, it works as a multiple targeting spell, and basically it targets, this is this spell, you can target four tiles, so you have to try to be careful with how to use it, because sometimes in order to use it you may accidentally heal some enemies. I mean some of their enemies, or you might hurt some of your own if you're using black magic. But sometimes that's necessary for the strategy. Hey, longbow. And we're done, basically. basically I'm just gonna save real quick and delete the save file and